So I was asked to do a video of my grandfather's tools that I got from my grandfather. He was an engineer back in the 30s and 40s, and back then the engineers worked down on the floor on the machinery as well. So he got into woodworking sometime after that, at least according to my dad. And here's some of the stuff I've gotten from them. He told my dad that he knew that I would be a woodworker. And even though during that time frame I was not into anything remotely close to it or anything like that, but he said that directly he wanted me to have his tools and his stuff. And you've seen his amazing carvings, and maybe I'll show it on a different clip. As I said, he has a lot of tools and stuff like that. These are a lot of the hand drills and stuff. You'll see the hand set later on. But then here's a bunch of the chisels that I still don't even know how to use. I mean, they're huge, they're long, they're sharp as everything. God knows what this dangerous looking thing is for. Oh, God. But as we go through, we'll look at a couple of things. A bunch more little ones, real fine tips. Down here is a bunch of little things that I think they're partly engineering tools or partly, scale tools and stuff. But this whole box he made, that's one of his carvings I have leaning up there. He also did the rack for these chisels that you're going to look at right here. And a lot of these, the blades hand done. Actually found the key to that lock today, which is surprising. Bunch of the sharpening stones, and can you believe this? A chunk of rhinoceros hide for stroping. Wow, and it's still there, thick. But and he has a bunch of odds and ends, tools, steel and stuff that he's making. But these are all his that he made, and you can see the handles are handmade. Really fine points on these. I'll pick one or two up. You may not be able to see it, but he made these out of files. You can still see some of the file marks on them where he ground them down. It's amazing. I'll find another example. I didn't think that came out very well, but like he'd get square files and file them down. Flat files like this. I mean, you see the score marks and stuff underneath. It's just unbelievable. And I've used some of these in my relief carvings. Here's some spoke shavers. Haven't used them yet, but look at these things. I mean, he put his name on a lot of things, but it's just neat to be using these same things over and over again now after 3 generations. And look at that little dado looking thing, or whatever you call it, an ice picks. See? He even had them back then. And look how small that one is. And he wasn't even trying to get on YouTube. Here's some of the measuring types of stuff and some of the drawing and drafting things that he left me and I use on a regular. And it's pretty incredible. I mean, this little wooden box too. I don't know if he made it, but and then the folder is leather. I mean, it stood the test of time. Looks like it's got a burn mark on it from where I think a fire got too close or something. But these are his mallets. That first one's really darn heavy. And I don't know how old that one laying down is, and those are leather wrapped. And then here's some of his gauging tools. Real small, fine, really flexible rulers too, which a little surprised, but there's the hang set for the drill, which I haven't used yet, but I will. And this is the other tool chest that he did, and I still use it. It's a mix of my tools, my dad's tools, and my grandfather's tools. As a matter of fact, those 2 saws I do use actively. I'm trying to show you the graphic, but you're not going to see it well until the next shot. But see, I mean, it's a blast from the past. It's one of those things that you feel connected to the maker. And some of you guys might recognize this. If you do, let me know what it is. But it's still cool, still good, still relevant. I was just going to pick up the tray and show you the inside of the box, but this thing is still around. He had to have made it 80 years ago, at least. And a couple of my crap things flying around there. Still closes, still lines up. Matter of fact, I kind of use it for a bench when I'm sitting there at the computer or whatever. It's just amazing. Simply amazing. And here's like just a menagerie of different things. I think these are like little spreaders and stuff that I'm going to pick up in a second. A handle that he was about to use for something, or just never really needed it. Who knows? File he was filing down. Probably going to use it, turn it into a chisel. And then all these different machine types of bits. They're tapered mostly, then there's some threading stuff in there. And all these little clamps and little just tchotchke stuff that I'm yet to learn what it is. But I hope you enjoyed this tour of all his stuff, and it's pretty amazing to me. All right, thank you.